Good afternoon, everyone. It's your big bald headed sister. Hello, hello, hello. It's your big bald headed sister, Action Jacqueline. Thank you so much for joining the Bald Girl Life Party. Hi, everyone. Alexa, shuffle my Pandora stations. Shuffling your stations from Pandora. So, y'all, I had a really hard time. Getting here on the mark because this is my first scheduled live, right? And look how unprepared I am. Alexa, skip. I like that song, but just not today, All right, we'll start slow with some piano music. Hi guys, it's Action Jacqueline, your big bald headed sister. I am here on schedule for my first scheduled Bald Girl Live show. Thank you for joining me. If you are here, and hopefully you won't miss the show. If you have some time, I'll be here for at least for the next half hour, at least, depending on how things work. Preferably, I'll be here for a whole hour. But I didn't even put on my foundation yet. Yeah, so I really wanted to come here prepared. I wanted to look nice, which I haven't achieved yet because I haven't even done my eyebrows, which I promised myself at some point that I would never come on here again without my eyebrows because honestly, that's my biggest, what's the word? That's my biggest insecurity is my eyebrows. I got them tattooed when I was 18 years old. And as you can see now, they look like two green worms on my forehead. So I promised myself that I would not come on here without my eyebrows done anymore. But I guess my ADHD did not allow that to happen. Because for some reason, I felt like I could do 300 things before even starting this live. I thought I could make breakfast, clean the kitchen, mop the floor, do 2 loads of laundry. Anna Paw says, hi. Hey, Anna Paw, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I thought I could do all those things, wash the floor, clean the kitchen, do 2 loads of laundry, shower, get myself ready, have time to go through the Bald Girl news. And I haven't done any of those things except the cleaning. At least that's done. I don't have to do that later. But I look a hot mess. So if y'all will bear with me. The goat says, hi. Hey, goat. What's going on, baby? If you will bear with me, I will get my eyebrows on and then I'll feel much better about myself. The goat says, you look pretty. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I'm going to cry. I feel so unattractive without these eyebrows. Let me tell you. Completely out of sorts until the eyebrows are on. And I would prefer to also have my eyelashes on, which I will do next. After that, we can start working on some wigs. Alina Zervinsky says, hi, Alina Zervinsky. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Yeah, so today, right after I finish doing my makeup, I'm going to start working on a wig because I recently started wearing human hair wigs again. I wore synthetic hair wigs for 4 years straight. Just continually buying the same wig over and over for each month. And I started getting bored with it because, I saw all these ads, those ads they have like on TikTok and Facebook all over. With all these beautiful wigs. I was like, oh, let me get one. So I bought one. And y'all, it's not all it's cracked up to be. It's not. I feel like the only way to get a nice bleached color wig is to spend $2,500 to $3,000 on it. And really, I don't want to spend that much because I know what I'm going to do with the wig. I know I'm going to take it and I'm going to jump into the ocean. I know that I'm going to want to style it and then I'm going to want to switch it up in between. It's not going to be worth it. And I just know because I've done this before. Alina says, I love you. I love you too, Alina Zabinski. Yeah. It might be that time of the month. It's coming because I'm so emotional right now. Let me just get these eyebrows on. The ghost says, everybody subscribe. She deserves it. Plus, she's super nice. Oh, thank you, the ghost. I wish you all the best as well. You deserve all the best too. All right, is that looking better? It's still looking gray. Let me do something about this. Where's my lid? Oh. So how you guys doing today? As I said, I didn't get a chance to go through the Ball Girl news. I mean, we could do a recap of the news. I think I saw something come across my timeline yesterday that I wanted to discuss, but I think the recap is basically, Jay-Z was accused of wearing a wig, which people still wonder about. The ghost says, you're going to always look cute. Thank you so much. I'm really going to get it together, though, so that, it's just not nice words, but actual truth. Oh, my glue is getting chunky. And my nails are a mess. Everything is a mess. I'm so not ready. This is honestly why I never schedule lives, because I just know I can't. Like, staying on schedule is the hardest thing for me to do. I mean, I can get business taken care of and stuff like that, but for some reason, when it's my own project, it's like the least important thing. I don't know how that works. 10 Nectar says, turn your necklace around. Uh-oh, 10 Nectar sounds like somebody who has OCD a little bit. But you know what? I also have some hair on my necklace, so I need to cut that off. But thank you. 10, you're hilarious for saying that, 10 Nectar. Jane Rosia says, welcome to America. Well, thank you, Jane Rosia. I am American. I've been here my whole life, actually. The ghost says, you're not a mess. Jane Rocio says, bye. Jane Rocio, thanks for joining me, even just for a little bit. All right, let me cut off some of this hair. All right. 10 Nectar, is this better? Bam. I understand the woes. We just can't take it. I get it. All right, so I have to finish the brows. Where are we at? So this is the new pencil that I've been using, which I like. I'm sorry. Which I like a lot. I used to use I used to use a different product. But lately I've been really leaning on this one by Maybelline. It's the Hyper Easy, and I wear the brown. Alexa, turn down the volume. That got really loud. Aline says Usudubi. I'm not sure what that means, my love. Oh, so just in case you were wondering what this is lash glue, and I put it on my eyebrows. I get the one with the brush, as you can see, and I just brush a little bit on my eyebrows, and it holds it in place. Janena Do Amaral says, Diva, hey Janena, thank you so much. You know what I'm doing? I'm ignoring the TikTokers because I forgot I have both of you on. So I do not mean to do that. I just don't have that screen open. So thank you if you're joining, and I apologize if I have ignored any messages. All right, hold on. Oh, I like this song. Y'all want to hear it? Alexa, turn up the volume. It's called Good Disease by AIM. It's really old, but I never really hear it. So maybe nobody knows about it. Okay, let's work on these eyebrows. Is that better? I want to be quick about this because I don't want to spend too long being unattractive. Let that happen for 5 minutes max. Okay. And then I want to change these earrings. I sleep in these earrings, but I want something a little nicer. The goat says, bye, I have to go, and I'm going to miss you too, though. But you have a good day, beautiful. Thank you so much. I'll be on for the next maybe 40 minutes or so. So if you have time, come on back. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Love you. Okay, and then I'm going to go over it with my NYX. It just gives it, kind of smooths it out, the lines. And then I got some new lipstick that I kind of like using. I think I'm going to go back and buy some more MAC lipstick. My favorite color from MAC is called Runway Hit. But my daughter was like, Mom, it makes your lips look dry. So I was like, damn, I looked at my lips and they did look dry as hell. So I wasn't sure if it was because the makeup was expired. I don't know. Or, oh, this is much better. Little color on your face really wakes things up. Okay, that's better. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna. Colin Copeland says, "Are we still gonna snatch them wigs together?" Yes, I am. I have them right next to me, and I definitely have to because I'm not pleased with the other wigs, the human wigs at all. I think my favorite thing to do is to wear a human hair blend wig. So I'm gonna blend some human hair into a synthetic wig, and I'm gonna rock that. I really don't like being bothered with human hair wigs. If you guys wear human hair wigs and they're bleached, please let me know how your experience is and how much you spend and where you get them from. I have decided that my sweet spot is to spend about $350, maybe $350 to $375 a month on wigs. And while those of you who don't wear wigs, if you're watching, you don't wear wigs at all, that might seem exorbitant. But if you understand the wig game, it's tricky, and you got to sink a lot of money into it. Otherwise, your hair will look like Walmart. Like, not for nothing. Like, I realized, so how I was doing my wigging before was I was wearing one synthetic wig each month. So every month I would swap it out, but I would notice that about day 20, between day 20 and 23, the wig would start looking really, really limp, really unattractive, and I would start feeling miserable. And I would do all these tricks to try to let it last for the next 5 or 6 days, just so I can get my full 30 days out of it. But those 5 days are grueling. I hate any bad hair day, especially if they go on and on and on. Colin says, I missed you. I love you. I love you too, Colin. Thank you. Hang on. Let's get these lashes on too, because that'll make me feel better as well. So I'm just brushing on some of the glue. Alexa, turn up the volume. You guys, if you have any music requests, let me know. Because I'm a DJ today too. I like it when you guys do that. The last time I did that, I discovered some new artists that I really like and some songs that are really good. So I do appreciate the music requests. You ever notice that your music library can start to sound the same all the time, and it doesn't really change until somebody else tells you something new. So I appreciate that. All right, some lashes. It says my live is redirecting users to purchase products. Okay, but it's not though. I wasn't trying to tell anyone to purchase anything. That's so weird. Ooh, does anybody know who owns TikTok now? I would love to know because, y'all, the internet is becoming a very scary place. Have you noticed that if you research things on Google these days, your results are very, very truncated? Like, there's a lot of things I Google now and I don't find any precedence on it. And it's scary because it was never like that before. It's suddenly like the internet has been washed clean. I don't want to start using words that's going to make this this live get flagged, but something is amiss. And I don't like it. What are we missing? If I can't go on the internet and trust that I could find the news or things, important information, what am I missing? Scary. Scary, scary, scary. But that we ain't gonna get into it. Okay. All right, one last thing. I want to do something with this waterline under my lash. Ooh, my voice is extra bad today. Hold on. Oh my god, my makeup bag is getting overloaded. Okay, so this is the other product that I use. And I guess when I said this, when I told you guys what I'm using, TikTok looked at that as some sort of sale. And they were going to flag me and shut down my live, so I can't even say that anymore. Oh, but if you want to see the that lipstick flash blush thing that I was using, I'll show it to you. I'll show it to you without telling you the name because I don't want to get flagged for it. It's this thing. Y'all see it? Y'all see that name? Right. And the color I have is glassy lilac. See it? It's really nice. I love it. But I do find that I have to reapply it like several times a day, which kind of annoys me. Okay, so this is better. Actually, I would like my lips to be a little bit brighter. So this is the Revlon that I've used before. I think I showed you guys before. Yeah, I think this is better. Alexa, turn down the volume. All right, let's change these earrings and then we start. Then we start with the Alexa, skip. I've been enjoying these bamboo earrings lately. Bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair. Are y'all old enough to know anything about that? LL Cool J, Around the Way Girl. The bamboo earrings used to be a whole vibe back in the day. Like, I feel like there was a time in the early 90s where if you didn't have a pair of bamboo earrings, you might as well just turn into an ostrich and stick your head in the sand because you just like, why can't you get bamboo earrings? Like, people were wearing 2 or 3 at a time in their ears at once. Glamour says they were popping back, and they were. And do you remember when they used to wear 2 or 3 in one ear hole? Let me show you what happened to my ear hole because of that. And I've never gotten it fixed either. I know there's a surgery that you can do to like close your ear back, but I never got it. Look how big my ear holes are now because of that. I used to wear 2. Like and I had a gold tooth with a heart in it. Oh my God, I was so gangsta. I was not gangsta. I just really wanted to be cool. But I was hiding under beds, trust me. I was not a gangster ever in my life. I did do karate though. Yeah, I made it all the way up to brown belt, and I would have made it to black belt if my karate instructor didn't die. After he died, I just was like, oh, I forgot about karate. Let me see. Glamour 2018 says, hold on, let me open this up so I can make sure I read you. Girl, we was wild back in the day. We were, let me tell you, wild was different back in the days, though. I feel like wild nowadays is a little scary. It wasn't so scary then. Or maybe it was scary and we just didn't have the internet to tell us about it. Hang on, let me get this. Y'all see this bracelet? Isn't it the prettiest thing ever? These are my colors, y'all. So what I learned after deciding to embrace my bald head is that I have to dress a certain way, like completely different than I did when I was relying on my hair as my main accessory. Like I had to know my seasonal color because I noticed colors didn't look right on me. Like it was a whole learning experience that I never went through before. And I still haven't figured it out 100%. So it takes me a long time to put myself together in the morning, which is why I have to do it here. Otherwise I would be late for my live. Suvik says, can you please do my bandana mask request? Suvik, you're here. Okay, so Suvik, Suvik, I would love if you explain to me why you want to see me in a bandana mask so much. Okay, so I made this video years ago during COVID, and this is hilarious. And I was just showing people how I tie my bandana around my face so that I don't get sneezed on the subway in New York. Because, I used to take the subway. Now I no longer get on the subway anymore. I have been disgusted by the subway. But I made this video about it. And Suvik, that's where we met. That's where we met, on that video. And Suvik was like, I need you to put on some more masks around your face. So I'm going to go get that mask, and I'm also going to get the wigs that we're going to work on today. So give me 2.5 seconds. Okay, I just washed it. This is my latest favorite mask. Scarf. It was from I actually got it from the thrift store, but it's so pretty. You know what? Let me cut off the tag. Y'all, I love thrifting. I went thrifting yesterday. I got a few nice things. I just love everything about thrifting. And it's to the point where I hate shopping at regular stores now. I don't even see the benefit in it. And every time I shop at a regular store, like the items I pick up are crappy, and then I get annoyed by it. Like I went inside, what store was that again? I forget. Some brand. I don't know, but the dress that I got was beautiful, and I wore it when I was in Thailand, and it was gorgeous. The dress was, like, in my opinion, expensive, like very expensive. It was like $130, which is expensive for me. I don't know about you guys, but I don't usually spend that much money on clothes. But I bought the dress. It was $130. I wore it one time, and when I got home, I noticed there was a big snag in it. That never happens when I spend nothing on clothes. It just never happens. But here we go, Suvik. Let me take my lipstick off so I don't get it on my scarf. Okay, Suvik. Suvik wanted to see me put a mask on again. Actually. I tried using this actually to, rock the... Wait, I don't like this side. I wish there was a way to get the better side. Okay, how about this? I like this part. That's the nice side. With the Eiffel Tower on it. Okay. All right, there it is. But how do you get it so that I don't know how to do this, Subik? Subik, I'm guessing you're from the Middle East. When I see those Middle Eastern women tie scarves around their faces, oh my God, they do such a beautiful job on it. Wait, let me do my earrings. They do such a beautiful job. And I want to ask them, for some reason, they're not very friendly to me. Like, they also wear really nice perfume. When you see those women with the scarves and the, what do you call them again? Burqas, especially the really fashionable ones. Oh my God. Look at their accessories.
Great selection, low mileage, now through November 3rd. Perfect.
Is that okay, Subik? Did I do the right by you? But yeah, look at their accessories and smell their perfume. These women are classy. Let me tell you, they really know how to put it together. I tried to use this scarf to like rock that scarf look, but really I just look like a cancer patient when I do that. Nah, that's not part of my style profile. But yeah, okay, so this is right. This is not the wig that I'm going to work on today. I have a few wigs today. So the wig that pissed me off last night is the one that made me say, you know what, I have to go ahead and do something with my Zara wig. I've decided that I'm just going to add some human here to my Zara wig. Y'all know, if you watch me at all, that I wear the Zara wig all the time. And it's like my favorite wig, but I was getting bored with it. But honestly, there's not a better wig for me. This wig I bought from the beauty supply store. This one is all right. Alexa, turn down the volume. This one is all right. I did, I feel like I can wear this one, but the other one was horrible. I hated that one. This one I got from the beauty supply store. I only spent $160 on it. Oh, see, now TikTok is going to claim that I'm selling you something because I said that. But I gotta speak. Like, isn't there such thing as freedom of speech anymore? The Second Amendment is done? Or is that the First Amendment? First Amendment. The First Amendment is done. That's just water, by the way, if you were wondering. Yeah, so I bought this. It was only $160. And when I purchased it, it looked like this. Civic Roy says, looking good. Thank you. Thank you. I hope that I gave you what you were asking for. I probably could go through my things and see if I could find some more. But honestly, I think I'm going to have to watch some YouTube videos on how to wrap a scarf properly, according to burqa style, because that burqa style is bar none. Like, I can't come close. I couldn't even try to compete. But let me show you what this wig looked like when I first bought it, because I'm a little proud of it. I am a little proud of the work that I've done on it. I realize that I haven't done the best dye job, but as far as I'm concerned, it's acceptable. Yeah, it's kind of spotty there. I don't know. Maybe I can wash that out or something, but I think it's acceptable. What do y'all think? But anyway, this is what it looked like when it was brand new. Let me get it. It was like this. Oh, sorry. It was really, really yellow. It was basically just 613 and had no rooting. And I just can't wear it like that. That's too much for me. But I did like the way the hair was preserved. Y'all know a lot of times when they're bleaching these wigs, they damage it. So when I was running my fingers through the wig, I was like, you know what? Somebody did a really good job preserving the integrity of this hair. I want this exact wig. So I bought the wig straight off the mannequin. I didn't want them to get one from the back because one from the back may not have been as good. I did actually look at one or two from the back and they were not as good. So I was like, I'll just take the one off the mannequin. Thank you very much. I wish, I don't know, can somebody tell me how to, I don't know, fix that? But I'm still gonna wear it. I'm not gonna let it go to waste. Buju Banton is out of jail. I'm so glad. It's been years, but I love his music. I don't know how these people go to jail and still record albums. He was not given that freedom, if I remember correctly. I lost my lipstick already. Just that cute. That quickly. But all right, let me get my Zara wig out so that we could work on it. And then I think I'm gonna have to take apart an old wig to do that. So hang on. You know where that Zara wig is. What is this? Y'all, I have so many wigs. I don't even know why I'm going crazy at this point. I just really need a wig to swim in for when I go on vacation. So I think it's going to have to be that Zara wig. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, y'all. Just bear with me. Glamour 2018 says, you remind me of Doja Cat. Thank you. I love that. Do you remember when Doja shaved her head? That's when I fell in love with her. I fell in love with Doja Cat after she shaved her head. So I take that as a compliment. Thank you very, very much. She blew me away when she did that. And then she made that song where she says she looks better with no hair. I'm like, yes, you do, girl. You do. Hold on, let me go get that Zara wig. If you go back to make sure you pick up in a church for a minute, I'm a white. You put a picture with such a thing I like. I don't want you to run up with me psyche. In a church, man, stretch not day and night. 6 was in general, I know it's say I'm mighty. Yeah, trust no one. Hang on, y'all. I'm not Then we said you so God friends that me I tell your phone. Then we said you I don't want them to be done. Okay, so I found it. I think I put it up without realizing. So this is the wig that I bought, the other human hair wig that I bought, and I hate it. I hate it. The lace is so bad. Everything about, actually I don't love the color too much either. That's another thing with human hair wigs. You can't get the colors that you like. It's really hard to achieve it. The only way to really do it is to buy the 613 wig like I did here and then try to change it, but then you risk ruining it like I did. I'm still going to wear the wig, y'all. I'm still going to wear it. What do y'all think? Would you wear it? Would you wear that wig? Or would you just be like, nah, I can't do that to myself? Sometimes I wonder if I'm shortchanging myself by just not spending the $3,000. But I just can't. Knowing what I know about wigs and how much wear I really get out of them, I just can't see myself spending that much money. I've done it before. I once spent I once spent $3,000 on a wig, y'all. I think it was, $3,500 on a wig. I think that was the most I had ever spent on a wig. And I wore it for I think I wore it about 4 weeks straight. And then after that, I never looked at it again. Maybe 4 weeks, probably not even the full 4 weeks. But yeah, the lace on this is just so bad. You can see straight through it. Which one is it? You said, where is it now? Where is what? I'm sorry. I said so many things just now. I don't even remember what you're talking about. Where is what? Melody. Is that what that says? Melody. The 35. Somewhere in the gutter. I don't know. Now you should know that I have been wearing wigs since I was 12 years old. I have been wearing, I try, and now ever since I got wind of, what goes on in the hair trade, I really try not to throw away wigs. So I'm going to go into this wig because the hair is pretty good, especially since I already added some really good quality hair to it. I'm going to take these West out and I'm going to use it inside my synthetic hair wig, which is, I don't know, they're just, let me show you how good this synthetic hair wig is. What is this? Oh, this is, ooh, I love this song. Alexa, turn up the volume. This is the Tressalore wig called Sensational, a really good wig, but that's not the one I'm working on today. So this is the Zara wig. Ooh, she needs care and attention. I know this wig like the back of my hand. So, I feel confident that I know what I can get out of it. The only issue with what I'm about to do is that this is a synthetic hair piece. So when I add the human hair to it, I won't be able to use heat tools on it as freely as I would like to. I'll still be able to do it, just not as freely as I would if I when I did it to my Tressalore wig. This is the Tressalore wig before I add hair to it. I already have one that I have added hair to, and I showed it to you guys before. In fact, I have it right here. I'll show it to you. I added human hair to that one. It makes it move much. This wig here, let me tell you, it looks really nice, but after a couple hours of wear, it really starts to misbehave. So adding the human hair wig, the human hair wefts to it, really woke it up. Go back. I'm not playing by the rules. They can't tell me I'm no fool. Y'all see that hairline? Let me tell you, these high-end synthetic wig brands really could do the hell out of a hairline. I think that's what I like most about it, and the fact that it's completely glueless. Yeah, you see that? Really, really good. It doesn't extend all the way down to the ear tabs though, but that's all right. It stops right here on either side. And look at that parting space. How easy. You can't beat that. It's better than the human hair. It really is. It just doesn't move as nicely. So once I put the human hair wefts into it, it really will. Let me show you one that I have already worked with. So this is the same wig as this. Same exact wig. I wore this wig for about 40 days straight, which is more than I usually get out of the synthetic hair wigs. It wasn't easy though. It required a lot of attention, like constantly. But I still was able to get 40 days out of it, which is good because I think it cost me like $260. And then, funny thing is, I bought this wig to replace it, and then I put it in a bag like this, and I put it in my drawer. And for some reason, I couldn't find it, and I thought this was it. So I was like, well, it's still a little rigid. Let me add some human hair wefts to it, thinking it was the brand new one, and it was not. It was the old one. But it still came out really good. I'll show you what that looks like. And it moves much more better than this one. I'll show you the difference. Take the inside. So I think I might be swimming in this wig, although I prefer to swim in a curly wig. I have a curly wig that I swam in last year, and I could just do it again. It was like a $40 wig, the Butter Unit 11. I'll show it to you. I don't know why I don't want to do it again. I think the reason I didn't like that wig that much is because the part of his face was only 1 inch. I think 2 inches. It was like just right there, and I don't know. It kind of amazed me. But let me show you how easily this takes heat and everything. It's really nice. I haven't styled it. I've been playing it in the live, like just taking it off and putting it back on to show you guys. But I mean, the movement is just like human hair wig. Human hair, I should say. Yeah, I love it. Okay, let me show you what it looked like before I add the human hair wefts to it. And I should let you know, this one is new. I don't think I've worn this one out yet. Or maybe I did. I probably wore it like once or twice. But it's kind of troublesome. It's troublesome until you add. You see the back? You see how... I don't really recommend this wig. Although I was able to make it work and everything, I still don't recommend it. That Zara wig, though, go get the Zara wig. It comes in 100 colors. You'll get your color. You'll get your color. And you'll be able to get colors that you didn't ever think you could get before. So that's the other thing about synthetic hair wigs that is fantastic. Is the color range, y'all. At some point, a lot of us are going to get tired of wearing that natural black 1B or number 2 or number 4 hair. At some point, you're going to want to try something else. And you owe it to yourself to try something else. So please sample all those different colors. The only issue is that you can't really go in the store and buy them. So you can't try them on. They do have stores, but they're like few and far in between. I'm in New York. There's a store in Garden City. There's like very few stores, but there's a couple, but you'd have to go far, and chances are they'll only have 1 or 2 colors anyway. So when you go to the website and you look for the Zara wig by Jon Renau, that's JONRENAU. Alexa, turn down the volume. Just try to find every color and see what color would look best on you. If I had it my way, I would. Ooh, yeah, this wig acts so much better when you add the human hair to it. Like, look at this. I wore this thing 2 or 3 times. And this is what it looks like in comparison. I'll put it on for you. It just really misbehaves after a couple hours of wear. Yes, I recommend the Jon Renau if you like long hair, and even if you like shorter hair. I've tried their different lengths as well. They have really great shorter ones. All their hairlines are fantastic as long as you get a monofilament lace top. I wouldn't bother with their full cap wigs, although they are much cheaper. I don't love them. Once I stumbled across my first laced front wig, I don't think I ever could go back to anything different. But this is what it looks like when it's untouched by human hair. You just have to keep brushing it all the time. Look how much hair just came out. Kind of troublesome. But I'm going to enjoy wearing this one when I go on vacation. I will wear this one. And I'm going to use the Zara, which we can do together. So I'll start working on it right now. I need a trash can for here. And my lips are very dry right now. I need some water. I don't like that color. I like pink. Look at my lipstick. We just sat here and did our whole face together, right? Now I can't even find the lipstick. Well, here it is. That's better. We slowing things down with a little Sade. You guys have any music requests? You don't want to let things get too slow. All right, so this is the Zara wig. Let me go get my pieces that I'm going to add to it. You're rolling the way down. No one can rescue me. This is my friend. Oh, I forgot all about. Y'all out of control today. So what is this? You really don't want to learn from a ADHD girl because we be all over the place. This is another Zara wig, and I can't tell which one is the new one. I want to work on the new one. All right, so this one is newer. You can usually tell from the inside. Dang, I have a lot of wigs. I can't even keep up. Well, I guess I got to choose one. Stephanie says real or synthetic. It's synthetic. These are synthetic, and I'm going to add some human hair wefts to it to extend the life of it and make it move nicer. Oh, I could see. I did something to this. It looks a little weird back there. So I'll work on this one. What did I do with this? Did I cut this? Oh, this one was cut. I did cut this one. Okay, this makes sense. This is a really old one. I love this wig. I think I'm going to quit trying to do human hair wigs. I'm just going to keep buying wefted human wefts and adding them to it. But I cut this one, as you can see. Yeah, this one a little shorter. Did I just make that up? How do y'all just now? Yeah, this is the one that I cut. All right. So I'm working on this one. Oh, I have a pile of wigs next to me, and I feel like if I don't clean them up, I'm going to lose my mind. But then also, if I clean them up, I will be taking away from this live. So I'm just going to have to lose my mind. My lips are too red. So this is the wig I was talking about that I swam in last year. It's a brand new one. The one I swam in, I threw away. Because like I said, this is a budget-friendly wig. And they don't last that long. But I did have a really fun time swimming all throughout the Caribbean in that wig. So I might just do it again. Because honestly, I think it did what it was supposed to do. Nothing like mermaid hair in the water. You know what I'm saying? This is the Butter Unit 11 for those of you who are curious. And like I said, you only get like 2 inches of parting space here in the center. Not even 2 inches, maybe 1.5 inches. I don't know, but I wear it to the side like that. And then I trim it to about here. So it's not that long. And the hairlines are really good. Sensational, that brand, they do a really good job with their hairlines. I do notice that you can see the grid lines, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. I say that all the time. Like at some point, as a wig wearer, I feel like if you spend too much time fussing over trying to get it to look 100% real, you could drive yourself insane, honestly. Or you could really bore yourself out of wigs, which happens. Like you just wear the same wig over and over and over again, scared to change styles, scared to change colors, scared to change brands because it's, it's the only one that you can count on. You know what I mean? And then that takes some of the fun out of it. So just, and people don't know anyway. They're gonna know that you're wearing a wig. Remember I told you Jay-Z was being accused of wearing a wig, and he could be wearing a lace wig. Yes, the experts rang in and said that he's not wearing a wig, but he could be. I mean, he's got like $10 billion, right? So I'm sure he can afford the very, very best of the services. So, but the thing is, you can't escape the scrutiny. You can't escape the watchful eyes. The second people think that you have cheated the system by wearing a wig, they gonna make it their business to know the truth. And y'all know that. If you wear wigs all the time, you know this. Then again, I've spoken to girls who claim that they never, ever get questions. No one ever asks them if they're wearing a wig. No one ever looks at them funny. No one ever has anything nasty to say. I'm just like, really? What am I, some sort of target? Because people say things to me all the time. I did something here. All right. Okay, so this is the hair, right? As a matter of fact, what did I do? As you can see, I took apart other wigs. That's not the wig parts I'm going to use. This is what a weft of hair looks like. And this is what I'm going to take and sew into the wig. This is human hair, and it's really high quality human hair from an old Jewish sheitel that I bought probably like 4 years ago. The only reason why I don't wear it anymore is because the lace in the front started to thin and bald. I don't know how to ventilate, which is the process of adding more hair to it. So I just decided to cut it apart. If you guys know a ventilator in the New York area, please let me know. I had a ventilator or a guy who hired ventilators, and I can't work with him anymore because he was very disrespectful towards me. He tried to stick his tongue down my throat, and then we had this big fight about it. Like this big, I don't know how it happened because I'm not like this, but he got on the internet and started saying weird shit, and I was like, oh no, we can't have this. So I came right back for him. So I can't work with him anymore. These are all really high quality pieces. This is definitely not the right color. Oh, this is not high quality. I scratched that. This one is not. I remember that wig. What is this? Oh, this is an old Zara wig that I cut up. I should probably throw this one away now, because my arsenal is getting overpacked. The law of diminished returns. You guys remember that from economics? The law of diminished returns. The more of something you have, the less value that something holds. All right, I'm going to throw this away. This is just a piece of a wig. I don't remember what I was trying to do with this wig, but I don't need to do it. I think I was trying to preserve the lace front, because these lace fronts are great, y'all. But I'm not going to do anything with it. Time to get rid of that. That's a good piece. That's not a good piece. I think I'm throwing all that away. Okay, and this is the wig that we're working on. So this color works. Ouch. Yeah, this one matches impeccably. But I need more here than that, actually. This one I'm going to cut some pieces off. Cut that off so it's all the same line. You guys are quiet in the chats. Come on, keep the party going. Don't fade out on me, please. I need the dialogue. All right, this is good. I think I have enough here. I have another human hair wig that I can take apart and use, but I'm not going to do that right now. For the sake of this live, I'm going to keep it simple. But honestly, if I was not in that live, I would take that one apart right now because I like the longer, wider pieces. Ooh, I need a hair tie. Oh, hold on. Let me get a hair tie. Okay, so you see how it's getting a little ratty back there? I'm going to solve that problem real quick. So you got to be careful when you're adding the hair to it not to add too much, because a wig that is too dense becomes really difficult to manage. Y'all, I need a trash can over here. I'm going to make that my mission. I'm going to get a trash can for my area. Because I usually save it all and then dump it all in the kitchen trash, but I don't want to leave y'all that long. Ooh, they're playing Quiet Storm. Alexa, turn up the volume. Ooh, the Lil' Kim version. Ooh, I don't like it when they play the uncut version. I don't like curses. You know that? You want to rap me? Put it right with it back. Keep my guns close to the enemy, super closer. Sending kites with the mobile rovers. Yo, give them the cold shoulder with a hollow tip to mat. Bad apple out of the back, and that's the gap. Since the little tool, eating niggas school buck 50s. Niggas you kill me, but they come with me. How about that? Send the queen bee to attack. Only the fly bitch like that. I just want to hear the Lil' Kim verse. So I smile up in your face, so I'm fighting instead. Feel shit, dump in the club shit. Had to run the mouth with the bump shit. Start to your ear from the war uncut. Have a nigga OD, cause it's never done. It's the real shit. Feel shit, dump in the club shit. Had to run the mouth with the bump shit. Start to your ear from the war uncut. Have a nigga OD, cause it's never done. Oh, here we go again. Like it's a rock, hard as a pack. This shit not for blocks. We hard times in the parking lot. Where my nigga rock like it's fucking lot. My book guns down, speak for itself. Like a wrestler, another notch under my belt. See you bezel up, chrome treasurer. The UNO competitor. I'm 10 steps ahead of you. I'm a leader. I'm some violent shit. Coming in this game on some violent shit. Stuck top, get to the top. I put 100%. Every line I drop. With the Q to the B, with the MO, BB, Queens with Brooklyn and with TWB. Well, I wish I did it like I did. Yo, pride, I'm telling you, I'm slick, John. Okay, so we could stop playing the gangster rap now. I heard my Lil' Kim verse. Alexa, skip. Ooh. Are they shuffling my station? Oh my God, they're playing Mad Lion. I like to be a little bit more inclusive with my music. Alexa, pause. My apologies to those of you who wanted to hear that song. But let's try to keep this a little classy. All right, so you see what I did here, right? I opened up the wig. And I cleared space to add the weft. So let's get it started. Here's a nice long one. I think I'm gonna have to use one. Can you see? And two together. All right, so I'll do that. It would have been good if I had already threaded my needle. Okay, here's my thread. Oh God, now I have to go get the needle. Jesus Christ. I need an assistant. I feel like if I got an assistant, I would piss my assistant off because I'm all over the place. And then my assistant would quit because I would annoy her too much. All right, here we go. I do need to throw away. I have to make my way to the trash can real quick, y'all. There's a lot of trash over here that I gotta get, including that wig. Let's get rid of that. Alexa, resume. Alexa, turn down the volume. Alexa, skip. You know, since I started doing this live, it occurred to me how many people don't know how to sew. I just found that really interesting because like sewing was such a big part of my childhood. And then when I thought about it, I was like, me and my kids never sewed together. That wasn't something that we did. We did a lot of other things, but not sewing. Sewing was not one of them. Like every now and then, if they needed something sewn, they would just be like, Mom, can you sew this for me? And I'd be like, okay, come on, come watch me. And then they would come in my room and I would be sewing and they would be like watching TV and talking. They wouldn't even be paying attention. So yeah, they don't know how to sew either. And I was like, wow, I guess this generation does not know how to sew. I made a nice long piece. So this thread that I'm using is really good. You can get the kind that you buy at the beauty supply store, but I like this one better. It's coated. Excuse me. And it's really rigid. So I just like the way it behaves. I prefer it to the kind you buy at the beauty supply store. All right, so I'm just sewing it to these wefts. In the meantime, James Johnson Coda. James Johnson asked, may I ask why you have a bald head? Well, I'm Action Jacqueline. I'm your big bald-headed sister. Hello. Pleasure to meet you. And I have alopecia universalis. And alopecia universalis is basically the most severe form of hair loss that a person could have. I developed it when I was 12 years old. Started out as alopecia areata, which is what I believe Jada Pinkett has, Jada Pinkett Smith. But then eventually graduated into all over hair loss. And then they call that alopecia universalis because it's universal all throughout my body. No hair anywhere. No eyelashes. No nothing. So you guys let me know if you guys sew at home. I'd be curious to know. I have a sewing machine, but I don't have the attachment that lets you like sew hats. There's a hat attachment that you can put onto like a professional sewing machine that allows you to work with things that are shaped like this easily. But I feel like in my experience, I have a really difficult time sewing without that. I've seen other people do it. I've had like 2 hairstylists in my whole life. One was my mom. No, I have 3. One was my mom, because believe it or not, my mom was a hairdresser. And no, she's not the reason why I lost my hair. I lost my hair because of medical purposes. Um, but yeah, she used to do my hair. And then when I got a little older, there was a woman named Jerry who used to have a salon in Laurelton, Queens, New York. She was great. I think she must have passed away now. And then later I found another woman named Pauline, which has actually the same name as my mom, ironically. And I was letting her do my hair for a time, but then she burned my daughter's hair. Like, my daughter has hair. And she burned her hair. And I was like, oh my God, I can't go back to this lady. We got into it a little bit. Like, I didn't curse her out or anything. I realized it was an accident. But the thing was, she's not the one who did it. I trusted her to do my daughter's hair while I ran to the grocery store, and she let somebody else do it. And that pissed me off. So I can't go back to her again. She let somebody else do it, and that woman burned my daughter's hair. And it took like 3 years for my daughter's hair to recover after that. James says, I have alopecia areata too, mainly on the left side of my head. Started falling out when I was 17. How you feeling about it? Are you getting accustomed to it now? Do you have the kind that falls out and then grows back, falls out, grows back? I'm waiting to hear your response. I'm curious. I know a few people who have that kind of hair loss. I don't like it when hair loss plays with you like that. Honestly, I think that was the worst time of my life, when I wasn't sure. It was like being in limbo, where I wasn't sure what my hair was doing. Like, either fall out completely or grow the hell back. Like, it was really annoying to me. And I remember that being a very tough time in my life. Not to say that alopecia has ever been easy, but it was the hardest when I didn't know what the hair was doing. So, James, where are you at with your hair loss? And how do you manage? Have you chosen to shave your head all together? Do you wear a hat? Or do you just rock it and just let it be? James says, my name is James. Named after my dad, James. Hey, James. I'm 44 years old now. It's only on my left side. Okay, so you probably figured out how to style your hair since you had this hair loss for so long on your left side, so that it works. You probably have, right, James? It's only on one side. Weird. If you could have it your way, I'm sure aside from just having it all grow back, which is ultimately what I think we would all want, how would you like it? Would you rather it all fall out altogether, or are you happy with just having at least some hair? Because I feel like if I had hair in certain spaces, I would keep it. But if they weren't in the right places, I wouldn't. Like, if I had some hair that grew along my hairline, I would totally keep that, because it would make styling my wigs so much easier. James says he's happy having some hair. I feel you. I would love to have a little hair. But only if it makes sense. Like I said, only if it's in a place that makes sense. Otherwise, I would shave it. So when I did have spotty alopecia, I used to shave it with I shaved it with a razor for a time, and then I think I nicked myself one too many times, and I was like, okay, enough of this, and I started using Nair cream hair remover. Ooh, the birds are chirping. Let's listen. Alexa, off. I love it when the birds come visit my house. It reminds me to say a prayer. I'm going to say a prayer right now quietly. I'm not going to bother you with it. Okay, I've done it. Thanks for waiting. James says, I tried the shots for a while. However, money for funny. I get hair on the left side and just not a lot. Yeah, I did the shots as well. The shots work, but then you have to keep doing it like every 2 weeks. Is that how it is now? Because when I was doing the shots, that was like over 20 years ago. So how is it now, James? What's that like? And you were paying cash for it? Your insurance didn't cover it? My insurance covered mine when I was getting mine. It doesn't anymore? Please let me know. So the two questions, did your insurance cover the steroid injections? And I'm guessing they were steroid, right? And two, do you still have to go back all the time like I used to have to? I used to have to go every 2 weeks. And if I missed an appointment, my hair would fall right back out again. It was grueling. And there were like 20 shots in a session. Oh, so painful. Oh, James says, I hide well, I shave the left side. Yeah, I figured that's what you did. I bet you that looks really nice too. I love that hairstyle, by the way. Like one side shaved. Yeah, that works. Send photos. I want to see. I want to see. Follow me on Instagram and send me some photos. I want to see what that looks like. I like to see how people get creative with their hair loss. All right, I've finished. I'm about to finish the first weft. And then I have to add the second one on next to it. Ooh, I messed up. What did I do? Oh, I hate it when that happens. Okay, wait. Fixed it. Oh, I can't wait to do my nails. I can't stand looking at them. They look so bad. I don't usually keep my nails painted, but since I was doing my toenails, I did them and they last like one day. You shower and wash dishes twice and that's it. You guys, if you need like a little lesson on how to sew, let me know. I know that seems really basic to some, but to others, not so much. You know what I mean? So just let me know. And I'll be glad to. I'm not going to bother to do that now because I don't hear anyone asking. James says, I tell people hair loss and the loss of teeth should be a necessity. Oh, you're talking about insurance. Hang on, let me see what you just said. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait, I have to go back up because I think you're typing a lot and I'm missing it. Okay, so James. James is a girl, y'all. That's why you explained to me that you were named after your dad. I was like, why is he telling me that he's named after his dad? I'm getting it. You know, from where I'm looking, I can't really see your photo. I had to really stare at it just now to understand. This is a very beautiful girl that we're talking to, y'all. Just for those of you who are curious, I'm not talking to a man. I'm actually talking to a beautiful girl. And I can't click on your photo. Let me see if I can try. I can see you very tiny. You're probably less than an inch big on my screen. You're about a half inch big. So I can't even see. Wait, oh, I love that hairstyle. Do you remember? I'm talking about the shaved hairstyle. Do you remember when Cassie had her hair shaved? That look was hot on Cassie. Cassie was really able to look gorgeous throughout all that turmoil that she went through with that man who only got less than 5 years in prison. Whatever. Okay, let me read all the things that she just said. My name is James, named. Okay. If you click on my picture, you can see my hair is pretty full at sides. It went down flat. Okay, I can't click on your picture from where I'm at because of the way it's set up on my computer screen. She says, I hide well. I shave the left side. I try the shots for a while. Okay, we got that. I had to go twice. Oh, you had to go twice a month. Okay, so we're back to where I started. I asked her how often she has to go for shots, and here she's answering. I had to go twice a month. My insurance covered it. However, the jobs I have been working at lately didn't offer insurance. These jobs are terrible. They're awful. I believe I got pregnant too at the time, so stop taking the shots. Oh, is it advised that you don't take the shots during pregnancy? James says she added me. Thank you, James. I appreciate the love. Thank you. We'll have a lot of conversations, I promise. Hang on. You're typing fast and I can't keep up. Wait. I tell people hair loss. Okay, she says, I added you. I tell people hair loss and the loss of teeth should be a necessity. I'm sure there's a cure. I'm sure there's a cure for everything, but it's probably cheaper. It probably creates more jobs so that we have these issues. Because if we didn't, like, who would buy wigs, right? Who would buy wigs if everybody had hair? Who would go to the dentist if everybody knew the cure to having great teeth? I used to sew. I haven't done it since childhood. Yeah, childhood is where you learn to sew. I feel like if you skip over that in childhood, you just won't ever learn. James says it's a self-esteem killer not having hair or teeth. Did you have hair? Did you have teeth problems as well? Because I have teeth problems as well. My teeth are so soft. I have to constantly go to the dentist to make sure that I keep my teeth. Oh, your name is Jamesa. Jamesa. Did I say it right? Jamesa. Hey, Jamesa. That's a nice name. I like that. I've never heard that one. Call me Misa. I like Misa too. We're doing a whole lot of Diddy Case references. There's Misa Hilton. We just finished talking about Cassie and her shaved head. Okay. James says, exactly. So I have 2 missing teeth as well. I think there's a link between them, you know. You're not the first person who I've heard say that. You might be only the second person, but the first person I heard mention that she had alopecia and she was losing her teeth. Oh, I remember her. She's very public about it too. I don't want to say her name, but she's very public about it. And if you look for her, she was also very, very sickly. I'll give her that. So I hope she's well. I should check on her. But she's the only other person who I heard mention that. But yeah, I'm at the dentist probably every 2 months. Inflammation plays a big role in genetics. Yes. My dad has soft teeth as well, but he has his hair. Actually, my dad, to be honest, when I say he lost his hair, he has his hair. He has, general male pattern baldness, but he started losing his hair really young, like before I could remember. Like, I honestly can't recall a time that my dad had his. That's funny that you mention it, because it never occurred to me that my dad also. But he just has regular male pattern baldness. And I know so many men who have that. It's just, now that I think about it, I can't remember a time when my dad didn't have his male pattern baldness. Did I get it from dad? Why is that cracking me up right now? Both my parents have their hair, however, it could be a little further down our family history. Yeah, it could be. My mom doesn't really know her mom's side of the family. So I always attributed it to that, like it's probably on her side, because I know my dad's side of the family and they all have their hair. But yeah, my dad really did start with the male pattern baldness really early. I just never equated it because it's so common, male pattern baldness. I never made that connection until you mentioned it just now. Thanks for that bit of insight, James. Appreciate you. All my siblings and cousins have hair. Yeah, mine too. Thank God too, because I have some siblings who I just know wouldn't be able to handle hair loss. It would just be too much. Honestly, it's too much for me. It took over my whole life. It took over my whole life so much so that I actually get on the internet and talk about being your big bald headed sister. That's how much. And it's not that I wanted that. I didn't want to. I would rather just go quietly through life and wear my wig. But it seems like people are constantly asking me about my hair. They look at my face. They look at my eyebrows. And they go, "Oh, do you have eyebrows? Do you draw them on?" It's like constant questions. And that's why when I do the Bald Girl News, I do so many of those exposés about people who are being accused of wearing wigs, because I find it fascinating that people are so obsessed at the idea of another person wearing a wig. It's just insane how they obsess over it. Honestly, I don't care. Forget hair for a second. I really don't care about anybody. I mean, as long as you're okay, I'm fine. Like, when I notice that when, like, I'm in a group of people, somebody will always say something about another person, and it'll be something that in my mind is, why did you even notice that? Like, oh, did you see her shoes? They were not even real. You know, like, oh, she was wearing fake Prada. I'm like, first of all, I didn't know she was wearing Prada. Second of all, I didn't even know she had feet. Like, I'm sure she was standing on something, but I'm not looking at her feet. The only time I'm really going to check somebody out is when I'm like in awe by them. Like, if I look at the person and I'm just like, wow, this person is dressed impeccably, then I will notice it and I will be public about it. I'll be like, wow, you look amazing. What kind of bag are you wearing? Oh, well, who makes those jeans? That's the only ever time. And it happens very infrequently too. But that's the only ever time. Very rarely do I see someone and I just start obsessing over parts of them. So weird. But people do it all the time. So strange. James says it looks great on you. Thank you. You barely have eyebrows too. So did you get microblading? I considered getting that before, but I already have the bad tattoo underneath, and I don't want to mess with anything permanent, not or even semi-permanent anymore. Like, the bad tattoo was enough. I'll just keep drawing them on in the morning. Colin Copeland says, "Hi, babe. I'm back." Hey, Colin. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you decided to join. Yeah, she said she doesn't want them to mess her up either. Yeah, don't let them mess you up. No one could take care of you like you. Keep doing your brows the way you do them, because somebody else could really tear your shit up. Yeah, somebody gave me eyebrows that were horrible. And then, you know what happened? Like, they look good for a time. And then eventually the ink starts to bleed. You ever heard that term, bleed? Where, like, the ink starts to spread and it all becomes one. I'm sure you've seen that before. Like, when somebody gets a tattoo, it starts out really pretty, and then over time it just looks fuzzy. That's what happened to the brow. And then it turned green. Like, nah, don't let nobody do that to you, James. Yeah, I got this tattoo when I turned 18, and that's also blue. I regretted this tattoo the second I got it. Literally the second I got it. Because I think I had some engagement. Like, oh, it was my dad's retirement party. And I wore a dress and you could see it. And for some reason, I just felt so like so much like an outlaw with this tattoo at the time. And I was like, damn, I wish I never got this. I'll just live with it. I'm not going to bother to get it removed. I don't think when people get tattoos removed that it could ever be 100% removed. It'll always look like some sort of a stain. Did I get that right? Some sort of a stain. Hang on. I'm sorry. Colin says, "I love you and your content forever." So I'm here. Thank you, Colin. I love you too. Nothing like love. Nothing like love to keep it going. So I was listening to music earlier. Y'all want to do music again, or are you happy with the birds? I like the birds very much. I wanted to do some Bald Girl News with you guys, but like I said, my ADHD didn't allow me to come here and get myself together fast enough to gather the news. So I won't be doing that today. I'll try to do a few segments separately, maybe tomorrow or maybe even later today. But I promised my daughter that I would take her thrifting, so we're going to go do that in a few minutes. I just want to get at least one complete track finished on this wig. Not that you'll really notice a difference, because you need to add at least 3 tracks before you notice a difference. But, oh man, I messed up. This is what I hate. The thread started to knot up on itself. Yeah, I promised my daughter I would take her thrifting, so we're going to go do that. And I'm praying for a good thrift day, because y'all, nothing like a good thrift day to get the blood flowing. We're going to go to the Salvation Army, which I think they only have in New York. You know that? They have Goodwills all over the country. They have very few in New York, but they have a lot of Salvation Armies in New York. So we're going to go there, and then we're going to go to Savers. So maybe I'll see somebody outside. Jay says, I'm going to check it out now. Goodwill is the best. You're going thrifting right after this too? Ooh, where do you live? What city do you live in? I noticed that Goodwills are way better. Like I said, we have only one that I can. I'm sure there's some in the city, but I don't like going to the city anymore. I've become very city, what's the word? Adverse. City adverse. I don't like going to New York City anymore. I had some bad experiences. The most notable one I would say is a man died in my arms on the train coming home from work one day. I've been attacked. I've been punched by homeless people. And I just kept going throughout it. Just kept going. Like, I would get punched by some homeless guy, and then I would get on the train, go to work, and come back and go back the next day. No big deal. Never ever stopping to realize how much turmoil was happening to me as I was going to the city every day. And then my job went to a remote schedule. So there was a short while where I didn't have to go into the city at all. And in that time, like, I realized, I think it was when they went back to in-office schedule, I got so paranoid. I was like, oh my God, I can't get back on the train. I just couldn't do it. I can't get back on the subway. I haven't been on the subway again since. I was just going through life, taking attacks, being mugged at gunpoint, being punched by homeless people, having people die in my arms, escaping gun bullets that go right past my head. Like, I'm laughing, but it's insane. And in the time that I was away from it, that's when I started getting, like, experiencing the feels, whatever you call that. Because I wasn't feeling it when it was happening. I guess that's how war is. Like, you don't feel the turmoil until after it's done. And you're like, damn, I went through all that shit. Jesus Christ. No, thank you. So anyway, I said that all to say I don't go into the city. So I know there's a Goodwill in the city. I just don't go to it. There's one also on Long Island, like pretty far out. And it's not a good one. It's super expensive. Like a shirt for $15, like a basic Gap shirt for $15, a used Gap shirt for $15. I'm like, what is this? Is this charity or what? Like, is there some big CEO at the top of this company lining his pockets off of donated goods? James says, I'm about to leave out the live. I live in Arizona and I'm going to the suburbs of Goodwills. You're going to the suburbs of Goodwills? Oh my God, I want to go to the suburbs of Goodwills. What the hell is that? Take me there. And take my daughter too. That sounds like a dream. The suburbs of Goodwill. I know that's just a name you gave it yourself, but I'm sure that means that there's a ton of Goodwills in that area. Did I get that right? In that case, I want to go. And I've never been to Arizona. I have a friend who moved there recently too. He bought a beautiful place. Okay, so I finished one track. It just softens it up a little. It's not the exact right color, but that's okay because once I drop the hair over it, you won't even see that. The idea is not to give it a new color or a new look. It's just to give it more body and more movement. So I added that right in the center almost. Where is it? Oh, I lost it. I can't even find it. I did such a good job that I can't even locate it. Oh, yeah, I did it up here. So the next one I add is going to be right about here. And I might add one down here and one down here as well. And that'll give it a complete movement. And then when I go swimming, I could come out the water and be like, oh, you know, and I really be doing that. I'll take video and show you if you don't believe me. Anyway, y'all, thank you so much for joining me. Let me put it on and show you what it looks like before I leave. Thank you for joining me. I had so much fun, and I hope you guys had a good time as well. Maybe learn something. Look for me. Make sure you subscribe. Look for me when I do my Bald Girl News segment, which might be later today, probably in the evening, because I like to do it regularly. Like, I don't want to miss out on. There's a lot of space up there. I don't like that. I think I messed that up. That's better. Just hide that real quick. Yeah. Make sure you're followed. Make sure you're subscribed. And Colin, right back at you. Ooh, I got to do these nails before I go. I got to look nice for the thrift, so I got to do my nails real quick. And thank you so much for joining me. I love you guys. Have a great day. Peace.